Rams house. The ground just shifted beneath the entire NFC West, and I am losing my mind. This is the moment where everything we thought about the balance of power gets flipped because a massive bomb just dropped. We are talking about a move so explosive, yet that it has our rivals in Seattle shaking in their boots right now. You won't believe what I just found out about how this specific deal changes the landscape for the 2026 season and beyond. This is why we build this tribe, so hit that subscribe button, help us hit 3,000 and comment your city below. The news is officially out, and Matthew Stafford just secured a massive $55 million deal with the Los Angeles Rams that is sending shockwaves through the entire league. This deal is absolutely historic because it makes Matthew Stafford the second highest paid quarterback in average annual value, right behind Dak Prescott, who is making an average of $60 million per year on his current deal. When you look at the names he is matching now, we are talking about the absolute elite tier of the NFL, like Jordan Love, Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow, and Josh Allen. It is a bold statement from our front office that Matthew Stafford is still the heart and soul of this franchise, even as we navigate this high-pressure 2026 season. Think about the grit this man has shown and the legacy he is building here in Los Angeles, because this is not just about the money, it is about the respect. He has earned every single penny of that $55 million by proving he can compete with the young guns and win the heavy fights. But here is where it gets interesting for us and potentially disastrous for everyone else in the NFC West. When a guy like Matthew Stafford sets the market like this, it forces every other team to look in the mirror and ask if they can afford to keep up with the Los Angeles Rams. Do you think the management made the right call by locking him into this elite bracket? Some people might say it is too much. But when you have a leader like Matthew Stafford, you pay the man, and you do not look back. I want to know if you feel the same level of hype I do, because seeing our quarterback standing tall among the highest paid players in history feels like a massive win for the Ramily. This is the kind of aggressive move that defines who we are as a championship organization while leaving our rivals scrambling for answers in the dark about their own financial future moving forward today. But wait, it gets even crazier. Because while we are celebrating this victory, the Seattle Seahawks are having a complete nightmare. Here is the raw truth that they do not want you to know over there in the Pacific Northwest. Matthew Stafford just blew the roof off the quarterback market, and now the clock is ticking on Sam Darnold in a way that is absolutely terrifying for their front office. Sam Darnold is currently sitting with 2 years left on his contract, and let me tell you, the pressure is mounting. He signed a 3-year, $100 million deal back in March 2025. And even though he led them to the Super Bowl and threw for over 4,000 yards with 25 touchdowns, he only had guaranteed money for that first season. Now that Matthew Stafford is making $55 million a year, the price tag for Sam Darnold just skyrocketed. Imagine the stress in that locker room because they know they have to pay up or risk losing the guy who finally gave them hope. They do not want you to know how much this deal actually hurts their flexibility. It is a massive ripple effect that could tear their roster apart. Are the Seahawks really ready to pay Sam Darnold $50 million or more just to keep pace with what Matthew Stafford is doing here in Los Angeles? It is a total circus, and I am here for every single second of the drama. You can see the fear starting to set in because they realize their bargain with Sam Darnold is about to expire. The mood in Seattle has shifted from excitement about their Super Bowl run to absolute concern about how they can possibly afford to keep this team together. This is the chess game that the Los Angeles Rams are winning right now while everyone else is playing checkers. I want you to really think about the desperation that team is feeling because their entire window is being threatened by the market today. The financial situation in Seattle is becoming a total wreck, and we need to talk about why Matthew Stafford has them trapped. The Seahawks are committed to Sam Darnold, but they also have the daunting task of keeping their Super Bowl core together, which is nearly impossible now. They already managed to make a large commitment to Jackson Smith-Njigba, who led the league in receiving this past season with 1,793 yards. Jackson Smith-Njigba signed a 4-year, $168.6 million contract, which makes him the highest-paid wide receiver in NFL history. On top of that, the Seahawks are likely going to give cornerback Devin Witherspoon a large extension in the coming months, which eliminates almost all of the flexibility they would have on a potential deal for Sam Darnold. It is a complete financial disaster waiting to happen for them. Every time Matthew Stafford wins, they lose a little bit more of their future. Can you imagine trying to pay a record-breaking receiver and a top-tier cornerback while your quarterback is suddenly demanding $55 million because of the market Matthew Stafford just set? It is a nightmare scenario for their fans and a beautiful sight for the Ramley. We are watching a rival team get backed into a corner where they have to choose which stars to keep and which ones to let walk away. This is why having a veteran leader like Matthew Stafford is so valuable, because he gives us stability while everyone else is drowning in salary cap hell. The tension is rising, and you can feel the desperation coming from their camp as they realize the bill is coming due. They thought they had a bargain, but the market just proved them wrong. This is what happens when you try to compete with the elite. You end up paying a price you cannot afford. Matthew Stafford just showed the world what a real franchise quarterback looks like, and it is costing our rivals everything. Seriously, I am losing my mind here, because the Seahawks should look at themselves as a fortunate team for now, but the end is near. They were able to keep all of their high-end players while also getting Sam Darnold at what appears to be a steal, but that is about to change. There is a very good chance his next contract will cost the Seahawks at least $50 million per year. NFL insider Daniel Jeremiah said on Brock and Salk that he thinks Sam Darnold is heading in that direction. Daniel Jeremiah said if the Seahawks are going to stick to their guns on their policy, and he comes out and has a year that approaches what he did last year, he is going to land in that ballpark. He also mentioned that Sam Darnold is going to get the benefit of who he is as a person. It is like the front office might not feel super comfortable paying that much, but he is going to allow them to feel a little more comfortable because of who he is and how he is viewed. But let us be real here for a second, because being a nice guy does not clear up cap space. The Seahawks need to do whatever it takes to manage the balancing act of keeping their star players happy while keeping enough talent around to maintain their status. It is not going to be easy at all. We are talking about a massive gamble on a guy who finally found his footing after years of struggling. Meanwhile, we have Matthew Stafford, who is a proven champion and a lock for the Hall of Fame. The contrast between these two situations is staggering. One team has a legend locked in, and the other is praying their bargain does not blow up in their face. I am telling you right now that the insider vibes are pointing toward a major fallout in Seattle soon. They are walking a tightrope, and Matthew Stafford just started shaking the cable. This is high-level drama that only the NFL can provide. This grand finale is exactly why we love this game, because the vision of the future for the Los Angeles Rams is brighter than ever. While the Seahawks are sweating over every dollar, we are moving forward with a legendary quarterback and a front office that knows how to win. It won't be easy for them, but there is a reason why General Manager John Schneider has built 2 Super Bowl champions. His expertise and creativity in managing these types of salaries put the Seahawks in a better position to navigate the issues that will arise later down the line, but even a genius like John Schneider has his limits. The pressure is on them to perform perfectly while we sit back and watch Matthew Stafford lead us to another run. This is our year to take control of the NFC West and leave no doubt about who the Kings of the Coast really are. I want to see your fire in the comments below, because this news is too big to stay quiet. Is this our year to completely dominate, or are you worried about the moves our rivals are making? I want to see the Ramley loud and proud, because we are building something special here. Do not forget to like and subscribe as we hit that 3,000 goal, because this tribe is only getting stronger every single day. We are the ones setting the pace, and the rest of the league is just trying to keep up with the greatness of Matthew Stafford and this incredible organization. The energy is electric, and I can feel a championship atmosphere building in the air. This is about more than just contracts and money. It is about the soul of the team and the connection we have as fans. Stay locked in, because the offseason is just heating up, and we have a lot more to discuss. Thank you for being part of the best community in football. Let us keep this momentum going all the way to the trophy. Ram it.